Hey, all my crafty friends. I hope you're doing well. I'm back today to share with you my project for the 3D um, collab that I'm doing with Lesley Bromfield. I have not been doing it the last couple of times. I haven't been feeling well. My fibro has kicked up, and with me working a lot of overtime and everything, it was hard for me to get in my room. But I did get back in my room, and I created this gorgeous box right here, and I just love the way it came out. I just did a 1-inch box and ended up making it as a shaker. Let's see if you can see the beautiful stuff inside the shaker stuff. It is just gorgeous. It has little hearts and silver and gold and love sequence, and it's just got all kinds of stuff in there. So that was my first layer. I ended up making the box, and I cut it out and made a shaker out of it. And I also did some stenciling on here. You'll be able to see it right here is some, and then here is some right up in here. And I used some of the Tim Holtz stencils that I have in my stash to do that. And I just layered it with some of this modeling paste right here, Liquitex. I did that first after I made the shaker onto the acetate, and I did let it air dry because I didn't want to heat this up and it start to buckle. So I did let it air dry before I came back and did my next step. And after I did that, this month, by the way, was texture, and that's why there's so many different layers on this box right here. I just love the way it came out with the pinks and the reds, and I just love it. And I'll show you what's inside afterwards. I spent some time filling it up with some things, but I also, after I layered it with some texture paste and some gesso, I used some soft gesso right here and just stenciled it with some with a sponge. And I used that. And after I did that, I took some of the, I used this Tim Holtz die right here, which was the, I got for Christmas, and I cut out some of these. And I also cut out some layering with the heart dies that I had gotten. I believe these are from AliExpress somewhere, but I used the smaller ones because those were a little bit too big, and I wanted it to be centered in the center of the box. So I did that and double layered it so that I could get that frame out of it. So you can make anything into a shaker if you have you know, where you can layer it and get an inside cut like that. So I really like the way that looks like that. So I did it in red and white. After I cut these flowers out of the Tim Holtz dies, I took some of the Tim Holtz ink first, and I did ink around the flowers. I layered them with different layers, and then I did use an embossing folder and embossed them so you could see the texture on there. I embossed them with an embossing folder also. So there's so much texture going on this box. It's got the window right here with all the stuff going on in the background for the shaker. Then it has some cardstock. It has some of the flexible molding paste on there. And then the cardstock. And like I said, I embossed those with that embossing folder. And that one was a Tim Holtz, and it gave it the waffle effect. Right here with the lines is the one I used. And then after that, and I got it done, and I inked it with the ink, the Tim Holtz, I used the Tim Holtz distress inks on there. And I used the cotton, let's see, the spun sugar, and I used some lipstick and just inked around there to give it some dimension also. And then I ended up using some of this white opaque opaque flakes on there. I put that on there to give it a little bit more dimension. So when you look at the box, you can really see the leaves and the shine on the flowers, and it's got some texture of that flaking on there. See if you can see that. I just love the way it came out. So I did play some, and I really like the way the box came out. And let me show you what I put inside of it. I ended up making a few embellishments. Here is one of them. The box is full of different ones. And here's one of them that I created right here. I just did a lot of layering here with different bits and pieces. And then I added some dimension right here with some of the, you call the Nouveau drops. I added some Nouveau drops to that. That one right there, and somebody sent me these, and I'm not sure who sent them to me, but these little Valentine things right here, they're so cute, and I used those on that one. And then I did this one right here, which is an envelope, and it's just layered, and it's got some hearts on there and some jewels and some thread and a puffy sticker, and it says love this, and I just layered that all up, and I did that one. And I ended up making some coffee. They're just puffy. I did them out of that thick foam, and I just colored around the edges so you couldn't see the white. I had some left over, and I used them. And then here's one of them right here. And it has a lot of dimension, so when it sits down, it will pop up. So I did that one. And then I made this one right here, which is a latte shake. And I love these. They just came out so cute. And then I did this one right here, and I just did a lot of layering here. Added one of the snowflake dies on the bottom, pinwheels, and then did some layering with it and some flowers, and added a jewel and 2 macaroons right there. So I thought these were so cute, and they'd be cute on a card or something. Here's another envelope I did, and I just said, layered it up. And these were some pieces that I cut out of the cardstock, not the cardstock, but the, it had ephemera in the paper pad, so I used those. And then here's the last one I made. It's just a rosette, and it's got 2 hearts, and it's got a flower sticking out of it, and some snowflakes that I used some stickles on. But these are just so cute. So I thought that was really neat. I just started filling the box up with them. And they can go out to somebody in a little goodie box or something. So I thought that was kind of neat. So I just stuck them all in here. And I could throw some little confetti paper in here and stick that inside the box and cover that up. And look at that. Isn't that pretty? So I want to thank everybody for stopping by and taking a look. If you would give me a thumbs up, that would be great. And please stop by everybody else's blog and check their items out that they've created. There's some talented ladies in this group, and I just love seeing what they create each month. And again, please forgive me for not participating the last 2. Like I said, I wasn't feeling well, but I am back to myself some. I'm trying to cut down on the overtime so that I have more time to craft and feel better. And I look forward to sharing all the items that I create with everybody. So thank you for stopping by, and have a great day. Bye-bye.